Okay, welcome to my 30 minutes Pilates. We're going to do 45 seconds on, 15 seconds off. We're going to start with a standing spine roll down with an arm sweep. You're going to roll down one vertebrae, sweep arms wide, and return. You go ahead and stand up. We're going to go to standing hip circles. You're going to circle your hips, loosen your spine, and balance. Don't be alarmed if you hear cracking or feel cracking. Going to do some shoulder blade squeezes. We're going to clap up front and then in the back. Just get nice and warmed up in all of our joints. We'll be doing a whole lot of planking today. Okay, join me on the mat. We're going to lay down on our backs, legs in tabletop position, and simply let's get started with our workout. Tap your toes down is toe to your mat. You're going to lay with your lower back in tabletop position, flush up against the mat. Back, your belly button to the mat. Make sure your lower spine is glued down. Your belly button to your spine. We're activating our core right now, and we're just simply tapping our toes down to the mat. Great job. Now let's move over to oblique toe reaches. I'm going to grab some 3-pound weights. Okay, now we're going to go to our lifting and twisting across. Lift and twist across. Your hand towards your ankle. Reach your hand towards your ankle. We're going to stay on to bend your leg right to side because your lower back lifts up. That's perfectly fine. Bend your leg. Make your I did grab some lever a little shorter. Make sure you're watching your weight as you go through. Anytime you're putting a weight overhead, make sure you're looking at with your eyes. We're doing one side, and then we're going to alternate to the other side. You've got about 20 seconds left. You're doing so good. Perfect. Now let's switch sides. Okay, let's move on over to the other side. All right, we're going to go to the double leg stretch with arms overhead. Extend your arms long, circle your arms back, and hug your knees in. You need to also make sure your lower back is glued to the mat. You don't want it to lift up, or you could strain your lower back. Slow and controlled movements. Really listen to your body. See where you're feeling it. Think about it. Make sure you're breathing, you're smiling. relax your face a little bit. We're going to do some glute bridge march with heel lift. You're going to bridge up, heels up, control your march. I did add those 3-pound weights on my hips just for a little extra, and I stayed on my toes. You can listen to your body and do it however you need to do it. If you need your heels on the ground, keep your heels on the ground. All right, next we're going to go to clamshell. I laid my weight on my leg just to kind of give it a little extra. You don't have to do that. You can simply do the clam like this. In a moment, I'm going to show you how to upgrade it a little bit. You can lift your hips up off the ground and then proceed to do your clam. Your knees are bent, you're opening your knees up, and you're pressing through your heels. It really works your sides, your inner thighs, and that lower glute. We're going to stay on one side, and then the next 45 seconds we will flip over to the other side. Here I show you a little different way. I'm going to, yep, there we go. I lower my hips all the way to the ground and then raise it back up. So if you need to do that, take a little break for a moment. You can go up and down instead of holding it up the entire time. Don't forget to breathe and smile and listen to your body. This is a standing arabesque lift. You're hinging forward, kind of like a deadlift. Your core is straight. All right, join me down for side plank with thread the needle. Start with one side. We're gonna slide your hand down like you're threading the needle. That's it. You can, if you want to amp it up, grab a light weight. Watch the weight as you go up and down. If you need to take a rest, put your knee down for a moment. Still plank even if you can't hold. Here's some slow and controlled mountain climbers. All we're doing. Same setup with this next move. We're going to be in a plank position, but we're going to do opposite knee to opposite elbow. So we're getting more into our obliques. Still going to be a great core workout, full body. And if you need to be on your knees, that is perfectly fine. Be tabletop position and just tap your knee to your arm, the back of your arm. See, I can't even get all the way through. Do what you can. You're doing great. Here's a kneeling side kick on the right side. You're just going to be on your left and kick forward and back. You can add some arms if you'd like. And just kind of do whatever with my arms. Good job. And here in a minute we will switch sides. It looks, can't see the timer. Okay, let's go to the other side now. Okay, next we are going to do a swimmer with 3-beat kick. So you're going to do opposite arm and opposite leg and count to 3. So it's 3 pulses and then alternate to the opposite leg, opposite arm. 3 pulses. Shh. We're working our back body here. And here we're going to do swan, but we're going to do it with our arms raised up. Make sure we're using our back to lift. And we have rainbow legs. We're going to lay on our side and we're going to go from the front to back of the mat in a arched position. Okay, let's flip on over to the other side now. Okay, join me in a bear crawl hold. We're going to lift our knees up about an inch or 2 off the ground and just hold it. If you need to step back to a plank, you're more than welcome to. But try to stay up either in a plank or a bear. You can alternate back and forth. Okay, we're going to do a Pilates walkout. Just walk out to a plank and do 1 push-up. I do get on my knees and then pop back up to a plank and walk back up. Great job. We're going to do single leg teasers, alternating legs. All right, now we're going to do side plank hip dips.
Side plank hip.
Flip on over to the other side. All right, let's start our cool down with a seated forward fold. mermaid sweat stretch on both sides. Supine, hug your knees in. Use this as a way to massage your lower back. If you use your knees as like a steering wheel and just rub out all the knots on your lower back. Let's end it with a supine spinal twist. Let's do 45 seconds on each side. Thank you so much for showing up and moving your body with me. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you.